So for our Libertarian candidate, Barry, legalizing marijuana is a big issue that Libertarians come behind. And so it's most likely going to be on the ballot in 2016. If it actually gets to the ballot, would you support it? And how exactly would you enable its transition into legalization in the state? And second, have you ever tried marijuana before? And if so, what have the experiences and stories been?
Well, I can say this. When I heard Bill Clinton say that he had tried it, but he didn't inhale, I thought, well, there's just another wasteful Democrat. No, the truth is, of course, we are for not so much, we're not pro-drug. We are anti-prohibition. Nobody has the right to tell you what you can do to or put into your body but you. That's where we draw the line. As to my own personal history, I grew up in the drug culture, for crying out loud. You know, it was what it was. It is what it is. No, I'm kidding. No, we are for the complete decriminalization of all substances because we don't believe that government has any such right or any such power. Now, what you do when your body is under the influence, you are 100% responsible for. See, I think that's fair. You want to sit home and get stoned all day? That's your call. You get out into the public thoroughfare where I'm charged with public safety and elevate the risk to others, I become your worst nightmare. I promise you. I think that's what's important is because the kids get it. Oh, it's the adults who don't. It's the old, I can't keep my nose out of other people's business adults who want to tell you what you can and cannot do. That's not me. I like to stand back and see exactly what people do. I'm always amazed at the creativity. So that when it comes to the drug war, we were the first ones to call for an end of it. And part of it is the practical idea. The drug war, the supposed drug war, it's the war on some drugs, and by that I mean the some are the ones who don't contribute to political campaigns. Those are the drugs. I mean, that's becoming the big problem. Because if you look at it, I mean, prescription drugs is the big problem. 700,000 people a year die under doctor's care on prescriptions. Isn't that interesting? It's become big business on the streets to sell prescription drugs. Whereas street drugs kill about 3,400 people a year. I don't think it's a contest, do you? But when you talk about something I have called the $1 million joint, you light up a joint, they come and take you away and take you out of your family and away from your kids and away from your job. So now 80% of the time your family is on welfare. The taxpayers get to pay for that. They get to pay for their health care, they get to pay for their food, their shelter, their clothing, everything, as well as yours and your litigation costs. And before it's all done, for you smoking a joint cost the taxpayers $1 million. Well, I'm a cheapskate. I have a difficulty with spending other people's money, and I think you'll appreciate that with me as governor, because I won't be wasting your money. And I certainly won't waste it on our prisons, the private prisons. Absolutely not. Whereas I know Doug has mentioned, for instance, he wants to expand those. I think it's crazy. If the state takes possession and control of an individual, they should remain absolutely responsible. Because we had a situation in northern Arizona where Governor Brewer decided we didn't need as much guards or security. 2 of them got away, went and killed a couple people, innocent people. What came of it? 2 employees got fired. I'm thinking it should have been a political guillotine and she should have been on the top step, for crying out loud. When it comes down to what's your body, you have the right to determine it. Because if you want to hear stories about it.
We have the time for today, Barry.
Oh, thank you very much. I could go on about that one.
Thank you so much, Barry.